beneath the vast and mysterious depths of our planet lies a world full of secrets waiting to be uncovered. The ocean, which covers more than 70% of Earth's surface, hides mysteries that have fascinated explorers, scientists, and adventurers for centuries. From ancient wonders preserved over time to strange creatures that challenge our imagination, here are the top 20 incredible discoveries in the ocean. Number 20. Unicorn tuna. In 2014, an experienced Australian fisherman named Kim Haskell embarked on a fishing expedition off Queensland, accompanied by his brother and nephew as assistants. Initially, their outing seemed typical, with the men catching several small fish. As they prepared to head home, they suddenly hooked something unusually large. When they finally hoisted their catch from the water, they were astounded. It was a large tuna sporting a central horn-like projection from its head. Kim, taken aback by the sight, captured several photographs of the unicorn tuna before gently releasing it back into the ocean. Upon returning home, Kim shared a photo of the peculiar fish on social media, captioning it, "This tuna with a spike in its head was caught on the outer reef near Cooktown, Queensland, Australia." The image swiftly went viral, sparking serious online debate. Some speculated it might not be a tuna at all but some kind of sea monster, while others proposed it could be a previously unknown tuna species with an unusual adaptation. Most experts believed the horn was not natural but rather a sharp object the fish had encountered. Remarkably, the tuna survived the ordeal, turning into a unique event dubbed the unicorn tuna. Number 19. Creepy creature. In January 2024, a mysterious creature washed ashore on Pico de Oro Beach in Centla, Mexico. Its appearance baffled locals and sparked curiosity worldwide. Unlike any known fish, this creature had legs and a long neck, but what caught everyone's attention were its enormous fangs jutting from its mouth. The carcass lay nestled in the bushes near the shore, likely carried there by waves after a recent storm. Judging by its advanced state of decay, the creature had been dead for some time. Photos of this bizarre beast quickly went viral on social media, causing a stir among the community. Residents were anxious about the sea's inhabitants, fearing unknown monsters lurking nearby. Scientists, however, assured the public that there was no cause for alarm. They suggested the creature was likely a mammal rather than a sea monster, though exact identification remained uncertain. Initial analysis pointed towards it being a deceased seal based on its anatomical features. Yet local doubt persisted, as no definitive laboratory tests had been conducted to confirm this conclusion. Thus, the true identity of the creature remained a mystery, leaving room for speculation among both experts and the interested public. Number 18. Zuyomoaru carcass. In April 1977, off the coast of New Zealand, Japanese fishermen aboard the vessel Zuyomoaru made a remarkable discovery. Using a trolling line, they hauled up an enormous, unusual carcass. The creature stretched over 10 meters long and weighed an estimated 2 tons. It had a lengthy neck, for distinct red fins, and a tail. The captain of the ship, faced with an overloaded vessel and a foul stench emanating from the carcass, ordered it to be documented with photographs and then tossed back into the sea. However, the crew, including onboard oceanographer Michihiko Yano, protested. Yano assumed that the creature might be a plesiosaur, an ancient marine reptile. Despite his suggestion to bring the carcass ashore for further study, the captain remained firm in his decision to discard it. Upon returning home, Yano sketched the creature and sought help from scientists to identify it. Japanese scientists noted its resemblance to a plesiosaur but questioned how such a prehistoric creature could exist in the 20th century. Modern paleontologists suggest that what the fishermen encountered was likely a decomposing shark or whale carcass, often mistaken for ancient dinosaurs due to their bloated appearance. Number 17. The deepest fish. For many years, scientists have been exploring the Mariana Trench, uncovering incredible discoveries. This deep-sea trench, located in the western Pacific Ocean near the Mariana Islands, is renowned as the deepest in the world, dipping nearly 11,000 meters beneath the ocean surface at its lowest point. The water pressure reaches a remarkable 108 megapascals, over 1,000 times greater than the normal atmospheric pressure at sea level. Despite these extreme conditions, life thrives there. In 2016, a research expedition led by the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration aboard the research vessel Okeanos Explorer set out to study the Mariana Trench. At depths exceeding 6,000 meters, scientists made a remarkable discovery, the deepest dwelling fish ever recorded, belonging to the family Aphionidae within the order of ray-finned fish. These fish are uniquely adapted to their environment, with a flat, elongated body, a small head, and fins that appear merged into a single line along their dorsal and anal regions. Their transparent, jelly-like skin lacks a swim bladder, allowing them to survive and thrive in the vast pressures of the deep sea, where they inhabit depths ranging from 2,000 to 6,000 meters, a new record for the deepest dwelling fish known to science. Number 16. Mermaids from Japan. In the Buddhist temple Kozoji in Asakuchi, Japan, resides a truly extraordinary artifact, a mummy measuring just 30 centimeters in length. What makes this mummy so remarkable is its appearance. It resembles a hybrid of a human or monkey from the waist up, but instead of legs, it boasts a fishtail. This unique creature has earned the title of a mermaid mummy within the temple's lore. According to a note attached to the mummy, it was allegedly caught by fishermen in the 18th century. Unsure of what to do with their unusual discovery, they preserved it by drying it and later selling it to a wealthy family in Osaka. For generations, this mysterious mummy remained a cherished heirloom within the family until it was donated to the temple in the early 20th century. In 2023, scientists from Kurashiki University of Science and Arts embarked on a detailed study of the mummy. Their analysis revealed surprising details. The fishtail and jaw belonged to a predatory fish of the grouper family. The mermaid's hair, made from animal fur, and its hands and skeleton, assembled from various bones and paper, further confirmed its artificial nature. Radiocarbon dating placed its origin around 140 years ago, cementing its status as a cleverly crafted artifact rather than a naturally occurring creature. Now it's time for today's topic. A scuba diver exploring the depths of the Pacific Ocean has captured an image of what many are calling the most mysterious sea creature ever documented. The creature, described as lizard-like, was unlike anything the diver or the scientific community had ever seen. With a long, scaled body, sharp ridges along its spine, and piercing eyes, the creature swam gracefully near the diver, seemingly unbothered by his presence. The diver, who wishes to remain anonymous, described the encounter as both mesmerizing and terrifying. "It didn't harm me, but I couldn't shake the fear of what it could do," he said. "It felt like I was face to face with something ancient, something that shouldn't exist." The image has left scientists stunned. Marine biologists are unable to classify the creature, with some speculating it could be a deep-sea species that has remained hidden for millennia. However, skeptics argue the image could be a hoax, created to gain attention. The discovery has sparked heated debates online, with many wondering if this is proof of undiscovered life in the ocean's depths, or just an elaborate fabrication. Whatever the truth, the image has reignited curiosity about the mysteries lurking in Earth's unexplored waters. Number 15. Mysterious Golden Orb. In September 2023, scientists from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration made an incredible discovery in the Gulf of Alaska. They found a strange golden orb on the seafloor. This intriguing object, which left experts scratching their heads, was confirmed to be biological in origin, but its exact nature remains a mystery. The researchers retrieved this golden orb from a seamount located about 10,825 feet below the ocean's surface using a remotely operated vehicle. The orb, about 4 inches wide, seemed to be attached to a rock. However, when brought to the surface, it lost its shape and turned into a gooey, sticky mess. Scientists couldn't agree on what this orb could be. Some thought it might be an egg case, while others suggested it could be a sponge or something entirely different. The true identity of this golden mystery is still unknown. Adding to the enigma is the orb's gold color. Researchers noted that since no natural light reaches such depths, it is difficult to understand why certain colors appear the way they do in these deep, dark environments. The golden orb remains a fascinating puzzle for scientists to solve. Number 14. Lady Loabond. Lady Loabond is a legendary ghost ship with 3 towering masts, a tale steeped in sailor folklore. It emerges from the misty seas once every half-century, haunting sailor tales since the 18th century. The saga began dramatically in February 1748, when Captain Simon Reed set sail aboard his schooner from England to Portugal. His route crossed the dangerous Goodwin Sands, notorious for its shifting sandbanks that have claimed countless ships to sudden storms and deceptive tides. During this fateful voyage, Captain Reed, celebrating his recent marriage, had his bride Annette aboard. Yet also aboard was his first mate, John Rivers, secretly in love with Annette and embittered by her marriage to Reed. As fate would have it, when Lady Loabond approached the Goodwin Sands, Rivers, consumed by jealousy, murdered the boatswain and deliberately steered the ship aground. The vessel broke upon impact, claiming all souls aboard, including the newlyweds. Initially dismissed as a tragic accident by the courts, the story of Lady Loabond faded into obscurity until 1848, when fishermen reported a chilling sight, a 3-masted schooner materializing out of thin air, racing across the waves before vanishing without a trace. This eerie event repeated itself every half-century, as if bound by some ghostly timetable. Number 13. Yellow Brick Road to Atlantis. In early 2022, ocean explorers aboard the EV Nautilus, a deep-sea research vessel, made an astonishing discovery. they found what looked like a perfectly preserved brick road at the bottom of the sea near Hawaii. This mysterious road was located in the Papahanaumokuakea Marine National Monument, a vast area filled with underwater volcanic mountains. On April 29, 2022, the researchers were amazed to find the structure 3,376 feet below the surface near the summit of a seamount called Nootka. The discovery was part of their Luaiahiki Kikikamu expedition, and the team even captured it on video during a live stream on YouTube. One of the scientists humorously called it the road to Atlantis, sparking excitement and curiosity among viewers. Some people began to wonder if this could be proof of the legendary lost city of Atlantis. Interestingly, only about 3% of the underwater mountain range, which covers a massive area of 583,000 square miles, has been explored. This leaves plenty of room for secrets and surprises, fueling imaginations about what else might be hidden down there. However, the researchers aboard the Nautilus have had a more scientific explanation. They believed the yellow brick road was a natural formation created by volcanic activity. What initially appeared to be bricks were later identified as hyaloclastite, a type of volcanic rock formed from high-energy eruptions. Number 12. Underwater City of Shurching. In 1959, the Chinese city of Shurching was intentionally flooded and eventually forgotten. However, in 2001, divers rediscovered it after the Chinese government organized an expedition to explore this 600-year-old metropolis, often referred to as the Atlantis of the East. Shurching, meaning Lion City in Mandarin, was submerged to create space for the Exinen Dam and its hydroelectric station. This significant event displaced nearly 300,000 people, including families who had lived there for centuries. Interest in this underwater city resurfaced in 2011 when the Chinese National Geography magazine published never-before-seen illustrations and images imagining what Shurching might have looked like in its heyday. Although the city covered less than a square kilometer, it boasted 5 entrance gates instead of the traditional 4. Shurching's broad streets were lined with 265 archways, adorned with intricate stone carvings of dragons, lions, phoenixes, and other historical inscriptions. The city's walls are believed to date back to the 16th century, with some inscriptions from 1777. Remarkably, despite being underwater for decades, Shurching has remained incredibly well preserved. The water has protected it from sun, rain, and wind damage. Today, experienced divers can explore these ruins thanks to dive operators like Big Blue and ZAO Diving Club, who run regular dives every year between April and November. Number 11. Mammoth Tusk. Off the coast of California, the ocean waters have long been a focal point for exploration, particularly by numerous research organizations. In late 2019, however, scientists from the Monterey Bay Aquarium Research Institute made a remarkable discovery that captured their curiosity. It wasn't until March 2021 that they could return to fully investigate this intriguing find. While operating a remote-controlled submersible, they came across what initially appeared to be an elephant's tusk buried in the ocean floor sediment. The puzzling aspect was its location, 185 miles from shore and submerged at a depth of about 10,000 feet. The complete object wasn't retrieved until 2021, revealing a surprise even more astonishing than anticipated. Measuring just over 3 feet in length, the object turned out not to be an elephant's tusk but rather a mammoth. Despite being over 100,000 years old, the mammoth tusk was remarkably well preserved due to the frigid temperatures and intense pressure of the deep-sea environment. This unexpected discovery has opened doors for further investigation. Scientists hope to uncover the mammoth's age, its diet, and possibly even the circumstances of its death, a line of inquiry far beyond what marine biologists typically expect in their oceanic research. Number 10. Horseshoe crabs. Horseshoe crabs are among the most interesting creatures on Earth. They appear almost as though they've journeyed from the time of dinosaurs to our modern era. These creatures are living fossils, having graced our planet for over 400 million years. Unlike many other ancient species that have faded into history, horseshoe crabs have endured. Resembling crabs with their shell and pincers, horseshoe crabs belong to the order of aquatic arachnids known as Xiphosaura. Their name comes from the long, spine-like tail they sport, a feature that has characterized them for eons. Over time, these creatures have grown from their originally small size to now reach lengths of up to 60 centimeters. Their bodies consist of a cephalothorax and an abdomen, both shielded by 2 dorsal plates. Horseshoe crabs boast an impressive 24 legs, with the front 5 pairs serving both for food capture and movement. The remaining 7 pairs, located on the abdomen, have evolved into specialized plates. Notably, their blood is distinctive for its blue color, owing to the presence of hemocyanin instead of hemoglobin. Humans have actively harvested horseshoe crab blood for its coagulagen, which aids in combating bacteria and toxins effectively. This unique trait underscores their importance in medical research and conservation efforts today. Number 9. The Endurance Ship. In early 2022, a remarkable discovery emerged from the depths of the Weddell Sea, a long-lost shipwreck that had slipped beneath the waves over a century ago. The vessel met its tragic end in 1915, crushed by the relentless grip of sea ice, which forced Sir Ernest Shackleton and his crew to hastily abandon ship, making a desperate escape on foot and in small boats. Lost to the icy depths until its recent rediscovery by a team from the Falklands Maritime Heritage Trust. The search for this historic ship began with the FMHT deploying the South African icebreaker ship, Agulhas II, equipped with advanced remotely operated submersible. The team embarked on a painstaking search. Dr. John Shears, the mission's leader and a seasoned polar geographer, vividly described the awe-inspiring moment when their cameras revealed the ship's name for the first time, a truly jaw-dropping experience. Located at an astonishing depth of nearly 10,000 feet, the submersible spent over 2 weeks meticulously scouring the seabed within a designated search area before finally uncovering the sunken wreckage. Astonishingly, the discovery of the Endurance coincided with the 100th anniversary of Sir Ernest Shackleton's funeral, a poignant reminder of the enduring legacy of Antarctic exploration. Under the protections of the International Antarctic Treaty, the site where the Endurance rests has been declared a monument, safeguarding it from any disturbance. Number 8. Squid Mom. At a depth of more than 4,500 feet beneath the ocean surface, a remotely operated vehicle captured mesmerizing footage of a deep-sea squid cradling hundreds of pearl-like eggs off the coast of California in July 2022. This extraordinary event, reported by Michelle Starr for Science Alert, marked only the second time in recorded history that scientists had witnessed such brooding behavior in deep-sea squids. The first instance was documented in 2005 when a squid of the genus Bathyteuthis was observed holding a cluster of nearly 400 eggs. These squids, known to inhabit various oceanic regions, primarily sustain themselves by feeding on krill. Normally, female squids deposit their egg cases on the seabed or release them in gelatinous masses that drift in open waters. Therefore, capturing footage of a squid actively brooding over its eggs is exceptionally rare, as these creatures typically perish soon after egg-laying. Currently, only 3 squid species are known to exhibit this nurturing behavior, and scientists remain uncertain about its exact evolutionary purpose. However, they believe that it serves to protect the eggs from predators, thereby increasing the survival chances of the hatchling. Building upon these remarkable observations, biologists now hypothesize that other deep-sea squid species might also engage in similar brooding behaviors. Number 7. Tiny Island. In 2023, Malaysian fishermen were astounded when they stumbled upon a floating piece of land near Sumatra, adorned with a diverse array of thriving plants. This unusual phenomenon immediately piqued their curiosity, prompting them to report their find to local scientists for further investigation. Responding swiftly, geologists were dispatched to the site to conduct a thorough analysis. They meticulously measured the dimensions of the floating island, finding it to cover just under 4 square meters. The soil composition was scrutinized, revealing intriguing details about its mineral content and suitability for plant growth. Floating islands, while not widely publicized, are surprisingly common in the world's oceans. They can originate from various sources, including detached coastal sections, volcanic debris, or densely packed masses of seaweed. These natural rafts vary greatly in size, ranging from small patches to expansive areas exceeding 10,000 square meters. What makes these floating islands truly fascinating is their dynamic nature. Some are barren and lifeless, resembling drifting rafts of debris, while others support a vibrant ecosystem of flora and fauna. This stark contrast in biodiversity can be attributed to the island's ability to support vegetation and provide habitats for marine life. Despite their frequent occurrence in the vast expanses of the ocean, encountering a floating island remains a rare spectacle. Number 6. Baltic Sea Anomaly. In 2011, a Swedish exploration group known for finding and recovering shipwrecks was mapping an area in the Baltic Sea between Sweden and Finland. During their mission, they stumbled upon something astonishing. They discovered a massive 200-foot-wide circular object on the seabed. This object had ramps, stairways, and various other features that seemed too organized to be naturally occurring. The team tried to capture more images of this strange object, but their efforts were thwarted by bizarre electronic interference. The scanned images showed a shape unlike any known watercraft built in the region's history. This interference and the mysterious shape led some to believe that it might be an extraterrestrial craft. Further research, however, provided a more earthly explanation. The region is rich in sandstone and volcanic rock, which were heavily eroded by glaciers during the Ice Age. Experts believe that these natural forces could have carved the unusual shape. Despite this explanation, The debate continues about whether the Baltic Sea Anomaly was naturally formed or if it might have been made by someone or something on purpose. Number 5. Pufferfish artists. Male Japanese pufferfish are unparalleled romantics of the ocean depths. In 2013, researchers revealed their astonishing dedication. These fish tirelessly work around the clock, day and night, carefully crafting intricate, ephemeral designs on the sandy ocean floor. This artistic endeavor serves a singular purpose: to attract potential mates. When the time comes to find a female companion, these pufferfish go into overdrive, showcasing their creative prowess. Using their fins with precision, they spin and wiggle for days, sculpting dozens of valleys and ridges that radiate from the center of their masterpiece. The goal is clear: to create a design so precise and intricate that it captures the attention of a discerning female. The dedication of these fish is captured in stunning footage from BBC Earth's 2014 nature documentary series, Life Story, narrated by Sir David Attenborough. Once these pufferfish start their artistic endeavor, they cannot afford to stop. The relentless ocean currents threaten to erase their hard work at any moment, pushing them to work continuously until their circular creations, often spanning up to an astonishing 7 feet in diameter, are finally complete. Despite their modest size, typically no more than 5 inches long, these pufferfish produce complex, interconnected patterns that form mesmerizing underwater artworks. Number 4. Locomotives. In 1985, a charter boat captain was exploring the seafloor about 5 miles off the coast of Long Branch, New Jersey, when he began receiving unusual readings. Using a magnetometer to search for metallic objects under the waves, he discovered something far bigger and stranger than he expected. He stopped the boat and attempted to dive the 90 feet to the object, but the water was initially too murky to see anything. On his second attempt, he was amazed to find 2 small locomotive engines resting side by side on the ocean floor. These locomotives, sitting upright, presented a puzzling sight. How had 2 trains ended up in this remote part of the ocean? Upon closer inspection, it was revealed that the whistles and bells had been removed from the engines. It turned out that these were rare 15-ton Planet 222 class models, crafted by the Seth Wilmarth Union Works in the mid-18th century. The mystery of their presence was eventually pieced together. It is now believed that these locomotives were being transported by boat from the factory to the New York and Erie Railroad. During the journey, rough weather caused the trains to fall off the deck and into their watery graveyard. Number 3. Greenland Shark. In the summer of 2022, a team of researchers from Florida International University set out to tag tiger sharks off the southern coast of Belize. What they ended up reeling in was a surprising and extraordinary discovery. Instead of a tiger shark, they caught a Greenland shark, a species typically found in the icy waters of the Arctic, known to live over 500 years. When they first pulled the shark to the surface, they thought it might be dead. Expecting the usual appearance of a tiger shark, they were shocked to see a shark with pale blue eyes and black, worn-looking skin. PhD candidate Devanshi Kasana from the university's Predator Ecology and Conservation Lab shared with NPR that the shark looked incredibly ancient. The unexpected catch left the scientists both amazed and puzzled. As they watched the shark rise from the depths, they saw a dark shape growing larger and larger until it finally broke through the surface. Despite their extensive fishing experience, none of the crew had ever seen anything like it before. Kasana explained that finding a Greenland shark in the coastal waters of Belize suggests that this ancient species might inhabit tropical waters as well as the Arctic. Number 2. Ancient Greek computer. The world's oldest computer, discovered fully drowned in the waters around the Greek island of Antikythera in the early 20th century, has an interesting tale. Initially stumbled upon by fishermen beneath layers of sand and sea, this ancient device, known today as the Antikythera mechanism, was a marvel of its time. It lay within the wreckage of an ancient ship alongside a trove of treasures like sculptures, pottery, and coins. Greek politician Spiridon Stais played a pivotal role in uncovering this historical gem. Amidst the myriad artifacts pulled from the vessel, a rusted chunk of metal caught Stais' attention, a piece that turned out to be part of the Antikythera mechanism. Little did he know, this artifact would puzzle and captivate scientists for decades to come. Using advanced techniques like CT scans and X-rays, researchers have delved into the intricate workings of this ancient computer. Originating between 200 BC and 70 BC, the device housed approximately 30 gears that controlled dials tracking the movements of celestial bodies, sun, moon, planets, and even eclipses. Operated by a crank, the mechanism allowed users to predict astronomical events, a feat unmatched for over a millennium. In a remarkable discovery in 2016, researchers deciphered an inscription on the device, possibly an explanatory label. This suggests that the Antikythera mechanism may have been mass-produced, accompanied by user-friendly instructions, an ancient tool for understanding the cosmos, preserved in rusted bronze and revealing the imagination of ancient Greek technology. Number 1. Yanuguni Monument. In 1986, a group of friends working at a local tourism office embarked on a dive off the shores of Yanuguni Island in Japan. Their mission, to survey the local hammerhead shark populations and identify ideal spots for tourist visits. Instead of encountering sharks, they stumbled upon curious formations on the seabed that resembled architectural structures. This unexpected discovery quickly gained fame as the Yanuguni Monument. These massive stone formations bore a striking resemblance to ancient pyramids or Stonehenge, sparking speculation about their origins. Many wondered if they were remnants of a previously unknown civilization that once inhabited the area thousands of years ago. What made this finding even more interesting was the fact that there were no signs of significant sea level changes that might have submerged these structures. This raised questions. Were they built tens of millennia ago, suggesting advanced water management techniques by their builders? Or did they collapse from coastal cliffs into the ocean, becoming submerged over time? An alternative theory suggests these formations are simply the result of natural erosion over millennia. Oceanic forces may have sculpted the sandstone bedrock into intricate shapes and edges, coincidentally resembling human-made structures. Which of these ocean discoveries captivates your imagination the most? Share your thoughts with us in the comments section below. See you in the next video.